There are no gains without pains. Benjamin Franklin. That's the way we're ending the year. We're talking about spending 10 to 15 minutes a day, every day, learning how these markets work. And the markets have been so good to us this year. Why? Because we don't try to guess what the market's doing. We trend follow. That's what we're all about here. We're not looking for anomalies in the marketplace. We're not trying to make pennies. We are practice trading to make dollars and big dollars when it comes to our virtual trading accounts. Now let's jump into the markets and see what happened. It was a good day, the last trading day of the year. What we have seen happen is, of course, we see markets are up, stocks and gold, bonds down. Let's jump into things and see what we see. So far on the S&P 500, we have a red open box candle, means a slowing down of the up movement. We don't have a solid red candle. Price percent oscillator, which was flat yesterday, is moving up again. It was an up day, 0.24% for the day. Derivative oscillators losing some momentum. It really peaked last week so far. And we still have a few more days. Markets are closed on the 1st, open again on the 2nd. We go to the 2-day chart. What do we see? We have a red spinning top. Now this represents Monday and Tuesday, open box red spinning top. We see the 2-day chart heading down, hasn't crossed over going down yet. Is some loss in the derivative oscillator, but again, we'll just keep our eye on things. And we do need to redraw that 2-day trend line. It got off a little bit. There we go. We've connected 3 candles, and we see that price is still above the 2-day and the weekly. We go from the 2-day to the 4-hour. And of course, down in the morning, bit of a recovery in the afternoon. This is the average pace hike and Ashi candlestick. Don't forget, special training for you today. Part 2 of our 3-part options made simple. Most important part is what we will put out on the 2nd of January. That is the wrap-up that gives you all the information you need to start practice trading options. I want you to have all 3 of those. If you're not subscribing to the website, you need to do so, chartingwealth.com. Easy to do. On the road today, but bringing this to you. So that's where we are on the 4-hour. Price percent oscillator still heading down. Derivative oscillator gaining downward momentum. So again, we're paying most attention, of course, to the 2-day and, of course, the weekly. And the weekly, all things being equal, market tends to move in the direction of the weekly, which is still up, although has lost some momentum. So we'll keep watching, seeing what there is to see there. But it has been a good year for the S&P 500. What do we see going on the Qs? Qs also pulling back this week, not reaching a higher high yet. We see that the price percent oscillator lost some of its momentum, as has the derivative oscillator. Both are still green, still up. We go to the 2-day, and we see again a red spinning top, indecision, tending down, but not anything like a solid red spinning top. Price percent oscillators heading down. Derivative oscillators lost some momentum. We go to that 4-hour chart. And of course, we see down in the morning and a doji indecision tending up in the afternoon. Price percent oscillator still heading down, not at the stronger angle it had been. Derivative oscillator continuing to gain downward momentum. Don't forget, we will be putting out tomorrow, as we have that candle for the quarterly chart close. We're putting out our special quarterly chart training for all of our Patreon members, so be ready for that. If you're not a Patreon member and want to get that quarterly chart training, go ahead, follow the link in the show notes and sign up. And also bless yourself with a copy of our book, Charting Your Way to Wealth. 13th printing is available. We go to 20-year bonds. What do we see there? Going into the 3rd week of some strong down movement. Price percent oscillator heading down. Derivative oscillator gaining downward momentum after losing it over the last many weeks. Down for the day almost a full percent. 0.98%. Go to the 2-day chart, and of course we see a big, strong 2-day candle. We see the price percent oscillator heading down, derivative oscillator gaining some downward momentum. Go to the 4-hour chart. What do we see there? Down in the morning, further down in the afternoon. Did you guys catch this crossover going down? Happened in the afternoon. Didn't happen in the morning, but did happen in the afternoon. Anybody jump into that around noon on that down move? Don't know if you did. Hope that you were looking at it. Lastly, we go to gold, up for the day 0.19%. Hasn't crossed over going up yet on the weekly, but we got a couple more days. It may do that before the week is out. Going into the fourth week of up movement in gold, the derivative oscillator, as we talked about earlier, has already flipped over positive. So we'll see if we have a weekly vertical crossover. We'll let you know, particularly those folks that are subscribed. How do you subscribe to our service? You simply text the word Charting Wealth to the number 33222. We see that the 2-day chart has finished with a higher high, a nice big up candle pushing through the Bollinger Bands as they stretch out farther with more volatility. Derivative oscillator gaining upward momentum, price percent oscillator heading up. What about that 4-hour chart? Reached really boomed up in the morning. A little bit of a pullback there in the afternoon. Derivative oscillator still losing momentum. Price percent oscillator heading down a little bit, but again, we've just seen gold spike up higher and higher. We'll wait and see if there'll be a crossover on that weekly chart by the end of the week. We'll keep you posted, let you know. Thank you for all your support throughout this year. We sure appreciate all of you. You have questions, problems, concerns, we're always happy to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. And if you want to receive all that training that we offer every single day, you get it if you're a subscriber for free at chartingwealth.com. Go there and sign up. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.